Good evening and welcome to the Job Search Solution, the radio program where we talk about looking for a job, changing jobs, changing careers, hiring. And as always, we begin with a prayer. Dear God, grant us thy peace and thy mercy, thy will be done. And in a few minutes, Rich Vinci is going to be with us as he is every Wednesday evening. He has a great topic this evening that he's going to talk to us about. Counteroffers. So we're going to talk about that. Oh, yeah. We've been spending 10 seconds in gratitude. So I want you to think of 3 things today that you are grateful for. Go. You can't be unhappy when you're grateful. Just grateful for the day, grateful for your family, just grateful. Got an email from a candidate. Tony, good morning. I'm not sure you remember meeting me in your office, but I wanted to send a quick email to touch bases with you. If you will remember, I had accepted a position with one of your clients and then decided the next day, due to a large counteroffer from my current employer. Well, we had some interesting developments yesterday. It turns out what you said about a counteroffer was true. It was the biggest mistake of my business career. After giving me a big raise, the board of directors has decided to dissolve the company as of yesterday afternoon. That being said, I'm back on the market. I've attached my resume again for your review. If you have anything that you think I might be interested in, please give me a call. Thank you, Tony, Justin. P.S. When you tell people about the disasters of accepting a counteroffer and they don't believe you, why don't you have them call me? So we're going to talk about counteroffers. Counteroffers never work. At least once a month in our organization, we have someone that calls us and tells us they accepted a counteroffer and now they're being let go, laid off, ignored, or it has not turned out to be whatever it was going to be. It was told they were going to be. We're going to spend the next couple of sessions of these videos talking about counteroffers. A counteroffer is when you go in to resign and get talked into staying. If anybody out there has a counteroffer, has taken a counteroffer where it's worked, please write and tell me, Tony@babbage.com. I'd love to hear it. But I've never known of one to really work. And we're going to go over the reasons why it doesn't work. The first one is that if your company really recognized your worth, they would have given you the added income or the advancement or the title or whatever they gave you without the necessity of you blackmailing them by finding another job and threatening to quit. Why did you have to go to all that trouble to go out and look for a job, for another job, just to get a better salary, a promotion, or from a prospective employer who doesn't even know you? If you were that good, they would have done that anyhow without you having to do that. If you accept a counteroffer, you will more than not be looked upon as a person who was disloyal and blackmailed your management and your company into giving you what you wanted and what you needed. You're no longer trusted. You're on the other side of the highway and they don't trust you any longer. When the next salary reviews come along, you will have already received yours and they're going to bypass you because they realize what you've done. It's going to irk them. They're going to remember it. The reason that you were made a counteroffer is because at that moment, your company needed you worse than you needed them. When the situation is rectified, and notice I said when, not if, but when, and you will no longer have them over a barrel, your position in the company will not be very strong. They'll see to that. Turnabout, they see and they feel, is very fair play. And as soon as they get the chance, and you've tried what you've tried to do to them, they'll do to you. They will keep you long enough to find your replacement. In essence, you're firing your company. No one likes to be fired. You know that. So they're going to do what any fired person would do and hang on until they can rectify the situation. This means finding your replacement as soon as they can and replace you. Good companies, well-managed companies, don't buy people back. Remember that. They know that emotionally and mentally you have left long before you went in and physically left. So you might as well leave. The only kind of company that will buy you back is the kind of company that will take advantage of you somewhere down the line because they feel like that you took advantage of them. After all, they weren't smart enough to keep you from having to look for a new job, were they? They probably won't be smart enough to keep you satisfied. And of course, it's cheaper to keep you for the company. It's cheaper to keep you by getting you to stay than it is to find somebody new. Whatever the immediate raise they may have to give, they would have to give someone else and hire and go through all the trouble of hiring a new person. We're going to continue this next week. This is Tony Bashar with the Job Search Solution. Do stay tuned.